Joining me now, a first-round pick of the Pittsburgh Penguins. He is Swift Current Broncos defenseman Owen Pickering. Owen, it's been a month or so since the draft happened. It's certainly been a chance for that to sink in for you. But really, when you think about it, has it sunk in? Tell me about the draft. Tell me about the experience of going to Montreal and hearing your name called by Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it was one of the coolest experiences of my life. Obviously, going to Montreal was pretty surreal. Just kind of the atmosphere around the draft, the people in downtown Montreal, leading up to it, you could just tell that there was a little bit of a buzz, and to be part of that, it was pretty cool. Also kind of sharing it with my family and being able to spend a couple days before the draft just touring a little bit, decompressing was nice. And then obviously the day before the draft and the draft day, actually, you're pretty nervous. So I couldn't really eat, couldn't really sleep. So you kind of try to calm the nerves down. And then obviously when your name's called, I just blacked out. I don't really remember much. Pretty special experience, and definitely something that I'll never forget.
Tell me about the Penguins organization. You go 21st overall to them. We all know about their recent history and winning Stanley Cups and the players that are part of that organization and have been for many years. It's got to be kind of cool to be kind of associated in the same vein as the Crosbys, the Malkins, the Gensels. The list goes on.
Yeah, 100%. You'd be not only, yes, I'd say like everybody knows about Pittsburgh's history. Everybody knows what type of organization they are. When you go to development camp, you can tell just the way they run things. It's a winning organization, and I'm super proud to be a part of it. Obviously, I'm honored. I want to play there. I want to be good there one day. So, you walk into the room and Crosby's stall is up, and you just kind of go into little kid mode for a few seconds, and that's pretty special. So, again, something I'll never forget. And I know I'm using that term a lot, but that's probably the best way to describe the first couple weeks.
You got a pretty quick introduction to what that organization's all about, didn't you? You were right away off to Pittsburgh for development camp. You talk about walking into the dressing room, but what was the rest of that experience like for you? And maybe how nice was it for you to get acclimatized to the organization so quickly after being selected?
Yeah, it was very fast. I got drafted. Then you kind of walk around backstage, doing interviews and pictures and whatnot. And I was told then by a member of their media team that development camp started the next day. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's pretty crazy to hear. Like if you go in the span of like 15 minutes, not knowing what NHL team you're going to be a part of, to, okay, I'm going to Pittsburgh tomorrow at 10, and pack up your stuff because you're leaving, and you have all the necessary documents, and are you all packed up? Because you better be. So definitely a whirlwind, probably the best way to describe it. But once you get to Pittsburgh, you can totally see the value in it. You get to meet everybody in the organization from top to bottom. The development staff is top notch in Pittsburgh. So the opportunity to just start building relationships there is very special, and definitely something that I think I took advantage of. It kind of leads into main camp and provides you with some comfortability.
Tell you what, it was a pretty nice couple of days, July 7th and 8th for the Swift Current Broncos organization too. Yourself, you were one of 5 players on the team that was drafted. I know there were more that were invited to development camps over the course of the summer. After the season you guys had and kind of growing as a group and maybe falling just short of that playoff goal, how nice is it, and maybe how rewarding is it for the city of Swift Current to see so many of your Broncos selected in the draft?
It was so cool. It was so much fun watching those guys get drafted. Obviously I went, and then after it kind of sets in a little bit, I'm just excited for the next day. I got off the plane. So I went to Pittsburgh. The flight would have been like right at the start of the second round. So like right at the start of day 2. So I jumped off the flight and immediately turned my dad on, and I'm refreshing the page as fast as possible, trying to see which of the guys got picked. Obviously a special day for the Broncos organization. Bodes well for the future, and there was a couple guys that I feel could have been picked too. So they're going to come in hungry to make an impression, and we're all very excited. And as well, you talked about the town. Won it in 2018, but a couple tough years after that. So I think now there's definitely something to look forward to. Last year was the start, but this year's going to be a big year for us.
You get the sense that there's a lot of excitement in speaking to your fellow teammates who are drafted and even those who haven't been. And I mean, take me through it. So you even went out, the team went out and made the move. You're one of 2 teams now that has 2 NHL drafted goalies on your roster. That's a sign that you guys aren't fooling around come September, right?
Yeah, not at all. There's no waiting. There's no waiting anymore. We're trying to win. And we feel like we have the group to do it. Obviously, Brandon Alexander's a good move for our group too. So we're super excited. And like you said, you kind of talked to all the guys, and everybody shares that emotion. Just excitement. I'm leaving tomorrow, and I can't wait. I'm gonna be in the town again, see the guys, and after that, it's time to get to work, because there's no more waiting around. Time is now, yes, this year, next year, and we're gonna try to win.
My last one for you, Owen. The Penguins development camp wasn't your only camp experience this summer. It'd be remiss if we didn't touch on your time here in Calgary, taking part in the World Junior Camp ahead of 2023. I mean, tell me all about what it was like to get the call to participate in that, and to go up against some of your peers on the national stage.
Yeah, that was very surreal too. Getting that call to go to that camp. Obviously watched the World Juniors growing up. That's what everybody does. And you get the call to head to the camp, and there's 44 guys. So that opportunity was very special. I feel like my 5 days there was great. You kind of go in and you get to play against the top players in the country, test yourself and compete. And you also get to know guys from throughout the Western League and throughout the CHL as a whole. So you go from playing against guys to being good friends with them, which I feel is definitely a positive. But now it's back to competing against them, and you can joke around after the games now. But it was very, very cool experience. Something that I'm grateful for to getting that opportunity. I'm looking forward to the year.